If you're thinking about the Magician Faust, yeah, I never knew that the Legend of Dragoon had a super boss like that. I might have ran into him and got just killed and annihilated. And the Stardust, I think I knew you could find them, but I didn't know that they held any kind of purpose. So throughout this playthrough, I've kind of got a list of kind of like keynotes, so I know what I need to, cliff notes rather, that I kind of know what I want to grab in each town. And so far, we're only one away from having all 50. And if you collect them, and we've collected them as we've gone through the game, and each time you meet up with the lady, I'm trying to think what her name was. It starts with an M, I believe. She's looking for them. She'll give you like some really nice items as you keep giving her more and more of the Stardust, and ultimately the goal is to be ready and prepared to fight that super boss. So that's definitely something I'm working towards. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, we want to ask every question. So let's find out about the Signet Sphere. Which are going to serve as the last 3 cities we go to before the end of the game. Okay, now we want to know all about the moon that never sets. And now tell me about my father. All the untruths and impossibilities. Okay, now why make items to break the signet? Where are the rest of the signets now? we need to remember Magical City Aglis, or Aglis, Lost City of Xenobatos, and Death City Mayfill. Rouge, which I believe is the hometown of our very own Haschel. Okay, now we want to kind of find our party members. So we got to go up the stairs. And for, well, we can't carry anymore, but it's supposed to be a moon serenade. See, we have. Okay, well, not quite sure what I want to get rid of. We got plenty of Sun Rhapsodies, so let's get rid of one of those. Okay. She's of course talking about the Dragoons that died during the Dragon campaign. And that's also one of the things we're going to be wanting to do sometime later on the disc. We're going to defeat and set free the spirits of those fallen dragoons. Now I believe the portal down here will take us to Miranda and Haschel. And another shop. Oh, that's cool. So basically, as long as you're here, you're immortal. Okay, I guess we have to go to the shop to find Albert and Kongvol. Okay. This must be another shop, the item shop. Yep, there's the item shop. Okay, let's see. We've got 3 of those, 1 of those. Using, stunning, poisoning. Yeah, I think we're good. We seem to be kind of curb stomping pretty much everything we fight, so I don't really think there's any need to stock up on too many healing items. Plus, as long as we use Miranda, we've got some free heals. And I guess to a limited extent, Rose's Astral Drain as well. And I believe we will find Meru at the entrance. Hello and welcome to the stream, Vega Sarah. I'll call you Vega if that's alright. Marathoning, wow. Well, that's not too bad. I think we're somewhere in the neighborhood of, like, I think 38, 39. But I've actually been streaming it for far longer. Well, not longer in terms of the gameplay time, but I started playing this, I want to say back in... Oh gosh. I want to say I finished Final Fantasy VIII sometime in September. So I think it was right around the end of September I started streaming this, and I played all the way up until about the 5th of November, and then life happened and I couldn't stream. Internet speeds were down, and it's been a year almost, and I'm finally back to pushing through to the end of the game. Yeah, really, ultimately all my stuff goes up on YouTube, so streaming's just a fun way for me for when I get people who are actually, interested in the games, or maybe they know more about the game than I do. It's always fun to talk to them that way. And it's a lot easier to pretty much take the stream. It's already recorded. Everything's already mixed together with the audio. I can just kind of quickly edit it and throw it up to YouTube. I really wanted to, since we were near the end of Disc 3 way back in November of last year, I had planned on finishing it, but we started doing home construction, and my son's getting a little older, so I had to watch him a little bit more. My fiance went back to work full-time, and ultimately, between sleep and building a home, and then once we got into the home in the spring, we couldn't get the same type of internet. We were the internet I have now, which is Comcast Xfinity. We got 75 megabit down, 10 upload speed, which is what I was using before. But when we first moved to our new home, the fastest download speed was 10, with an upload of like 0.6 megabit, and that was terrible. And pretty much, even though I don't stream the Legend of Dragoon very high bitrate as a result of it being basically a PlayStation 1 game being emulated, it's not very high definition to begin with. 0.6 is just too slow. But thankfully, just 3 months into living here, Comcast decided to bury some cable, and now we have the same internet speed, which is sweet. Yeah, that is true. Way back when last year, there was no limit. There was no limit for a data cap in my area. Northern Indiana didn't really have any kind of data limit, and now I see that we have a 1 terabyte. I believe if you pay 50 extra bucks, you can eliminate the data cap. But I work midnights, so 2 nights a week, maybe 1 night a week, I really have a lot of time to stream. So I don't think I'm ever going to be hitting that 1 terabyte cap. And even if I do, I'll just kind of lay back on it, because this is really more of a kind of on the occasion, once, twice a week kind of fun thing for me to do. I suppose if I ever got to the point where I had a lot of people watching and I was streaming a lot more, the 1 terabyte limit would definitely be an issue. I can definitely see that being a problem. I definitely changed stuff at that point. But for right now, there's no really reason. I think last month I streamed once for 5 hours, and my son watches Netflix. We usually have that running all day long, but we didn't even come close to cracking a fifth of our data limit. Yeah, I could definitely see where downloads. The only reason I even was able to even start streaming last year was because when I was living with when my whole family was living with my parents, and my younger brother does a lot of the Steam stuff, so a lot of games are like 40 gigabytes or more. So yeah, we needed definitely faster internet, and at the time there was no data cap. But now that it's just me and my fiance and my son in our house, the data limit really doesn't seem to be catching up. I mean, I'll have to see this next month to see how, if I stream every week, a couple hours every week or more, how that changes stuff. I still haven't uploaded anything to YouTube either. I know that that's going to take data as well. But for now, everything seems to be okay. But as always, if things start getting too close to the data limits, I mean, it's only, I think, $10 or $15 I think it's $10 for an extra 50 gigabytes. And usually if I get to that point, I know, okay, I need to back off, wait until my data cap refreshes itself.